Hello students, today in your algebra class we're going to be working on multiplying exponents. So as a quick review, let's try doing these two quick practice problems. This would be a really good time for you to pause your screen and try these two problems on your own. Hopefully you've paused this screen and you're just now working to check the answers. So as we go through this, 2 times 3 is 6, and x to the third times x to the fourth, when we add their exponents, becomes x to the 7th power. On number 2, it looks a little bit more complicated because there's two variables, but it shouldn't be. First we look at the x's. It says x to the third times x squared. If we add those up, it becomes x to the 5th, because 3 plus 2 is 5, and y to the 4 plus 3 is 7. Now, the purpose of this is that at the end of this lesson, you should be able to combine terms when multiplying with exponents, or I call this a power to a power. So let's look at example 1. Example 1 gives you x squared quantity to the third power. So keep in mind the parentheses are the word quantity. It tells us how many we actually have. So x squared quantity to the third power says we have x squared 3 times, or x squared times x squared times x squared. So we're going to solve the bottom one first just so you have a better understanding. 2 plus 2 plus 2 is x to the 6th power. Now because we expanded it, the top problem should be the same exact thing. Now as we go through these problems, it's in your best interest to try and see if you can find a pattern so that you don't have to constantly be expanding everything. So for example 2, we have 2x cubed quantity to the 4th power. That means we have that quantity 4 times. So 2x cubed times 2x cubed times 2x cubed times 2x cubed. That's equal to 2 times 2 is 4, times 2 is 8, times 2 again is 16. X to the 3 plus 3 plus 3 plus 3 is x to the 12th power. Which again, because we expanded it, is the same exact answer as what you'd get from the top. So here's the way that we would do this in a much simpler way. When you have a power to a power, you multiply their exponents. So notice how in problems like 1 and 2, there was only one set of x's. It was x squared, x to the 2nd power to the 3rd power. So notice it's a power to a power because it's x to the 2nd power to the 3rd power. So in those instances, a simpler way of doing it would be just to multiply their exponents. So for example 3, what we're going to do here is we're going to look at the exponents, and for 3, it's 3 to the 1st power. And what we do is we're going to take this 3 on the outside and distribute it to each exponent on the inside, giving us 3 to the 3rd power and x to the 12th power, because 4 times 3 is 12, and that would be our answer for 3. For number 4, it's the same exact idea. We have x, do a quick exponent real quick. We have 2 to the 1st power times 10 to the 3rd, all to the 4th power. So notice again, it's a power to a power. We're going to distribute this 4 to each exponent, and we get 2 to the 4th power times 10 to the 12th power, because again 3 times 4 is 12, and this would be how we deal with a power to a power. Now it's your turn. I want you to try problems 1, 2, and 3, add them onto your notes, and we'll check them tomorrow in class. That's all for now. I'll see you guys next time.